So are you ready? Now I'm recording.
Okay, I'm
Are
ready.
you ready to say the summary of this class?
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so I
summary of
open the
this
book
class.
now. So go ahead and say the summary and what you understood. What you understood from this class.
So the summary of this class is that the pillars of Islam, they're they're all very important, but there's one the most important of all. Tawheed and Shahada
Exactly.
is pretty much the same thing as Tawheed.
Could you tell us first what are these pillars and
The
how many of
pillars is
them?
prayer, Hajj,
Can
Tawheed,
could you say them in order?
Tawheed, prayer, Hajj, um,
The pillar that comes directly after the prayer is zakah.
Zakat,
Yes.
Tawheed, prayer, Zakat. The last one's Hajj, I know.
Yes, and there's one before Hajj. What is it?
Um, um,
One you something you make it for 1 month per year.
um, 1 month per year,
Yes,
fasting.
yes, exactly. So the five pillars. The first pillar is shahada. We can say shahada and we can say at-tawheed.
Tawheed.
Yes, you can say both of them interchangeably. Okay, so you know what does interchangeably mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Means to.
so yes, shahada. The word shahada it means la ilaha illallah. Shahadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah. This is
This
what
sen-
the word. Yes,
this sentence means, no one deserves to be worshipped except for Allah and Allah alone.
yes. So I want you now to explain that point first. That all the pillars, um, all the pillars have the same level of importance, or
No,
yes. So
they don't have the
could you
same level.
explain this point?
Well, the most important pillar is Shahada or Tawheed.
Yes,
Then the next one is prayer.
yes. So why Tawheed or Shahada is the most important point?
Because you're increasing your knowledge on Allah, on how to worship Him and Him alone, and such things.
Yes. So as we said, if for example someone spent all his life doing good deeds like prayer, like zakah, like fasting, and all good deeds, but he don't believe in Allah, so all these acts are not accepted,
Yeah,
and
you
it
have to
will
believe
not
in
benefit
Allah.
him. It will not benefit him in the hereafter.
That's
So
true.
no meaning to worship Allah or doing all acts of worship without believing in Allah. So for this reason, this pillar, which is the first pillar, Tawheed or Shahada, got the first level of importance of all pillars of Islam.
That is all correct.
Thank you. Okay, what's next?
The next
You have
thing we
anything
said.
to add about the meaning of Shahada or?
No, I really don't. I think we covered everything.
Okay, so the meaning of Shahada, La ilaha illallah. So, what are the elements of this word, La ilaha illallah,
Denial
and
and acknowledgement. You're denying that
denial and acknowledgement? What are these strange terms? Could you explain to me, sir, please?
I'll give you examples. Okay, Ahmed is standing up in the class, but it could be that he's not the only one standing up in the class. Ahmed's the only one standing up in the class. Means he's the only one standing in the class. So he's the one alone. He alone is standing up. And this example is pretty much like this. It goes like this. Um, uh, we worship Allah and Allah alone. If you do any other act, or you don't, or like if you don't believe in Allah completely, then none of this will matter. That
I'm still confused actually. What is the relationship between your example and this word La ilaha illallah? I didn't get the point.
Ahmad is the only one standing up in class. Allah is the one we worship alone. So if Ahmad's the only one standing up in class, we'll use him as an example, like we worship Allah alone.
Oh, you mean that we have two elements to deny the worshipping of or the denial of worshipping other than Allah, and then to acknowledge the worshipping Allah alone.
Yes,
So,
correct.
yes. So you mean that we can't just depend on the first element, which is or the second element, which is acknowledges that Allah has the right to be worshipped or is deserved to be worshipped.
The second element is pretty much nothing without the first element.
Yes, exactly. So we have two elements here. The denial of worshiping other than Allah, okay? Yeah. And this is an important point because the matter is not confined to worshiping Allah. No, we have to worship Allah alone. So if someone, for example, worship Allah and another person, it will not be accepted.
It doesn't matter.
Yes. So the matter is not just not worshiping anyone and worshiping Allah. No, you have to worship Allah and alone. This is the matter, because not worshiping Allah alone is a big mistake. Okay, not worshiping anyone is a big mistake, and worshiping Allah with other one, it's also a mistake. So the matter is not worshiping Allah and
you have to worship Allah alone.
Yes, exactly. So this is the point. So when we said that example, the example of the classmate, and he's standing up. If you are sit now in the classroom and you have your classmate, okay, and he's standing up. So you have two ways to inform us or to tell us that your classmate is standing up.
You say Ahmad is standing up, or saying Ahmad's the only one standing up in the classroom.
Yes, exactly. You can say Ahmad is standing up, and you can say no one is standing up except for
Ahmad.
So there is any difference between these two sentences?
There is a big difference.
What is that difference?
That difference is that there could be another person standing up. Ahmad could, or Ahmad, for the second one, Ahmad is the only one standing up. It's implying that no one else in the class is standing up.
Yes, this is the meaning of the second sentence. What about the first sentence?
The first sentence meaning that Ahmad could be the only one standing up, or could be not the only one standing up.
So Ahmad is standing up, and maybe other person is standing up.
Yes.
So La ilaha illallah, it means that there is no one is to be deserved of worshipping other than Allah.
Yes.
Or no one deserves worshipping or deserves to be worshipped other than Allah.
Correct.
Okay. So this is the point. Okay. I hope that this is clear now, Khaled.
It was clear from the start.
Yes, I hope that you can make this report and you write it down and submit it as we said now.
How exactly do I take this report?
It's clear from the beginning.
Yeah, it's clear. Everything you're teaching me is clear, but how to
Thank
submit
you.
it is.
Yes, I meant submit on Google Classroom.
How do I take the recording though?
No, you write the summary down.
Oh,
I mean writing down the summary, not the
okay. Yeah,
okay.
okay.